So, what's going on in the Destiny community lately? Jeez, alright. Yeah, if you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard a thing or two about the Dad of Wolves exotic shotgun. You know, I made a crack about this gun months ago, and people are still bringing it up in my Twitch chat. And hey, I stand by what I said. It ain't a shotgun. Look here. Does that look like a shotgun to you? No, it's a pulse rifle that Bungie accidentally wrote shotgun on, which also happens to take special ammo. Case closed, don't at me. This monstrosity has been the talk of the town lately after its recent adjustment in the sandbox. If you're unfamiliar, here is how the weapon works. Pull the trigger one time, fire off a 5-bullet burst. Body shots do 39 damage each, and headshots do 55 damage each, meaning a full-on body shot burst of 5 will do 195 damage. Within intended range, of course. Strong enough to one-shot guardians not running high enough resilience, and a full-on headshot burst will do 275, which you ain't living through. Now, if you hold down the reload button at literally any time that you want, you activate the exotic perk, Release the Dads. Once you've done that, two notable things will happen. First, instead of shooting 5 bullets per burst, you shoot 10, and second, your damage goes up as well. Now you're at 49 damage per bullet in the body, and 59 per bullet in the head. That's a +4 bonus to headshot damage, but a +10 bonus to body shot damage, which is kinda nutty. With Release the Dads active, you can 4-tap guardians in the body even if they have good resilience, from up close. Activating the perk isn't gonna drastically change your overall time to kill, if you're within the gun's ideal range. But the extra damage helps your time to kill once you start moving back further and further to compensate for the weapon's natural damage drop-off point. Also, the exotic perk makes using the gun a little bit easier. Just aim at the body, hit the trigger one time, and hang on for dear life. With the crazy damage output, when guardians run at you with their super active, it gives you the opportunity to do things like this. Or this. Ah, that never gets old. It's pretty much an anti-ape gun. The only downside, really, is that it burns through ammo like nobody's business. But if you have the perk Shotgun Scavenger on one of your armor pieces, it's not really going to be that big of a problem. Oh, did I mention that once you activate the exotic perk, which, again, you can do at any time, it lasts until you die? Really, I'm not kidding. Switch weapons all you want. Or stand there until the match ends, which I hear happens a lot on PC, #macro farming. It will last until you die, just like my love for all of you. Now, as we've already gone over, a lot of people are using this gun lately to the point where the "it's OP" shouts are coming out a lot. I'd like to take this time to remind everyone that Destiny 2 is a borderline, entirely different game altogether between console and PC. Here is the Lord of Dads firing from about 15-ish meters away, on controller, on console. It can definitely get a kill, sometimes from that far out, but you really have to work for it. Managing hardcore recoil is a huge factor in whether you can lock up a kill or not when playing with a controller. Of course, this becomes harder and harder the further away you get from your target. For most controller users, you won't be able to reliably get a kill from really deep because the recoil becomes harder and harder to manage, and combining that with the damage drop-off point, it's not going to work. Staying relatively close-ish becomes the goal. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we hop on over to the land of PC and see how the Lord of Dads performs at range for mouse and keyboard users? Good lord. Yeah, it doesn't shock me that I've been hearing a lot about this gun from my boys over in PC land. Make no mistake, it's possible to F up the kill shot for sure, but M&K users have a much smoother time dealing with weapon kick. Of course, damage drop-off is always going to be a thing you'll have to compensate for. It's not like you're getting full bullet damage from cross-map on a regular basis. But damn, and I mean damn, it's almost a frozen rope of bullets hitting your target right in the face. I think for most console players, the gun is still going to be pretty good in PvP, but because long-range usage has much harder to control recoil, you're going to see a lot less of it in Crucible when compared with PC. And PC players have my sympathy on this one. Well, sort of. PlayStation had to deal with the wave splitter at the peak of its power, so I guess it's their turn to deal with something horrifically annoying. If you want to use the Lord of Wolves on console, go for it. Just remember that if you're using it from too far away, you're pretty much hurting yourself. Hard to manage recoil and damage drop-off means you're probably just going to be better off using a hand cannon once you reach a certain range. And don't forget, if you're too close to the enemy, you're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage again, because when you're too close, you're going to get beaten by the Dust Rock Blues, or any well-rolled shotgun which can just one-tap you instantly. So yeah, you want to be far enough away from the shotgunners, but not too far to the point where you're not landing any shots, and a hand cannon would be better. You need to be right here in this area, the dad zone, where low-effort body shots are king. If you are a controller user, pro tip, aim for the gut or for the junk, so when the bullets kick up, they are not going to whiff up too far over your enemy's head. And that's the Lord of Wolves. If you're on PC, I sympathize. And if you're on console, you probably might run into this in PvP a little bit, but I kinda doubt the plague will be as extreme. Give it a whirl in quick play to see if this gun is something you might feel could be fun. Hey, at the very least, you might piss off some super thirsty Titan mains while you're doing it. Hey, do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. It's free to do, and together you can join me in my long-term quest of global domination. I'll be a benevolent ruler, cross my heart. While you're at it, check me out on Twitch too, where I stream pretty much every weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.